Okay, so really quickly, I wanted to share an update. We have the tiny product library, which is coming out today, later today. It's the seventh of August, 2024. And I just want to show you how easy it is to create these sorts of products. I mean, I have so many premium templates and a library of resources that really make creating and selling products on day one super duper simple. You don't really need anything other than some ambition, some desire, and a willingness to kind of hit the ground running. So this is, again, this took me the better part of 5 minutes to write this little bit of copy. And then essentially, if you go to edit the product, you'll see on the back side of Gumroad, this is what it looks like. And this is what post purchase the folks are going to see in their dashboard, which is essentially a contact email. It's always a great idea to give people access to you immediately should they have any questions. I like to assume that folks who are buying our content are really like aliens who are landing on Earth for the first time. And assuming they don't know much is much better than assuming they are familiar with everything, because you'll assume too much and people will not be able to do little things that you take for granted. So I like to, again, give people the immediate relief of knowing they can reach out to us and contact me for really quick support. I pride myself on either myself or a couple of VAs responding pretty much within, a couple hours, 4 hours, especially, if it's not overnight, obviously. I'm on the Eastern, I'm on New York City, time. So if people, send me an email at 3 o'clock in the morning, they're going to have to wait until, I get up to get a response or someone on our side to respond. But other than those sorts of circumstances, it's really important, I think, especially when someone buys something from you for the first time, to lead strongly with a contact, information, and assume that what may go wrong for them in their heads is going to go wrong, even though it's very simple to actually implement all this stuff. This you can't really click on only because I'm previewing it from within my account. But if I copy this and just kind of paste it in, you will see what folks get immediately upon signing up for this little tiny course. And it's simply a mindfulness slash, positivity slash affirmation slash tarot, slash mental health style template that folks can do whatever they want with. They can create any of those sorts of cards that they want, including, many, many others that I'm not covering here. I mean, there's just tons and tons of ways to create these sorts of cards. This is a preview as to what's inside, right? So these are all little kind of just examples that folks can follow. The pictures come with the template. So I'm sharing that as well. If I click on this, use for a new design, it will load Canva, and folks will have access to the same things, only now they can make these edits to the template itself. And of course, there are video tutorials that walk them through the entire process should they have any questions. And also, I make myself available for answers via audio. So if someone in one of my courses generally has a question, I will record an answer via audio and send it to their email address on file. So I won't even necessarily share that with the entire group. Sometimes I will, sometimes I won't, contingent a bit on the permission that I get from the person who asks the question, and also on the cohort itself. I mean, people are buying a $10 product and they're asking complicated questions that I think other folks would benefit from. Ostensibly, I generally will tell them, I'm going to omit any of your personal details, of course, and any URLs or anything that would be, in any way, not nice to include, but I'm going to answer this for the group rather than, for you specifically. And I'll send it to that person and then I'll publish it in the group, which is a great way of adding extra content that's Q&A based, that's, based on real questions that real clients are really asking, and it's just a tremendous way of continuing to add content to a course or a cohort or a community in an ethical and super helpful way. People have real questions that you're answering to the best of your ability, which clearly, is something that folks appreciate in courses like this. So again, this would be an example of a mental health style, self-care style card. This would be something that you would, that people could make for a kids card collection. There are just, these are like empowering, messages that one can create. These are very popular on Etsy and storefronts like that. And it's just a great business model. And even if you don't have interest in creating mindfulness or affirmation cards for a living, which I really don't, I'm more interested in selling them and teaching the process. It's a great, it's a great little niche to consider if you're just starting. And the last thing I'm going to say is I'm creating this entire uh, course now with a library of templates that will be updated weekly with tons of different book templates, workbook templates, Amazon book templates, these sorts of templates, all kinds of different things that you can sell. You'll have access to that immediately if you sign up, and you can simply start selling products using Gumroad or Lemon Squeezy or WooCommerce or Shopify. And I will also help you sell stuff by, or fast track your ability to sell stuff by dint of collaborating with folks who want to actually sell stuff on our marketplace, right? So you can sell things by virtue of the new Gumroad Collaborate feature together in a way that's mutually beneficial and, quite honestly, more beneficial for folks who are just starting than it would be for me. But it's a great way of extending some goodwill to people who want, to, sell things to an existing a community of subscribers and browsers and store seekers, etc. Right? We have people on our email list and on our Gumroad store and other marketplaces that are coming by regularly already, which gives you the benefit of an existing audience to speak to rather than having to completely build your own. Although, of course, building your own is ultimately the goal. Teach what you know, do what you love, wake up the world with your work. If you're interested in joining our Tiny Revolution new cohort, I will post a link to that in the description below. Thanks so much. If you have questions, feel free to email me, mindfulmarketplace@gmail.com, and I'm happy to answer any questions you may have in advance. Thanks again. Have a great day.